recap one, talk about our conference off moderating call. Before we begin, moving to our announcement, we do off call for our coaches this morning. First, our first players of the week. The offensive player of the week, Gardner-Webb quarterback Tyrell Maxwell. Defensive player of the week, Kennesaw State defensive end Arias Portrait. Special teams player of the week, Carroll Southern punt returner McCray. And bronze brand freshman of the week, Austin Carroll Southern wide receiver Cameron. Other notes to pass along. Gardner-Webb is just the fourth team in league history to have 100-yard rusher, a season opener against an FCS opponent. Did that past Saturday at Elon. Charleston Southern's appearance, number 7 in the national polls yesterday, means that the Big South has had a member ranked in the top 10, 40 of the last 41 weeks. Tyrell Maxwell also became the first quarterback in league history to post 3 career 100-yard rushing and 100-yard passing games. Now the all-time league holder in that category. Monmouth running back Levon Chaney is now tied for second all-time in Big South history for receptions by a running back. He has 75. He's 3 away from breaking the record. Charleston Southern's punt return game. They set the single game record. The Big South 148 punt return yards Saturday. Keelan Freight, our special teams player of the week, had a single game record 126 punt return yards. Kennesaw State, Tanaris Fortress tied the Big South single game record. 5 tackles for loss. The Owls game against Tennessee. And Charleston Southern's Darius Hammond, now second all time, career punt return yards, 556, 78 away from breaking his all-time record, 630. Those are just some notes to pass along. We'll go ahead and get started with our coach. The head coach of the Gardner-Webb Running Bulldogs, Carroll McCray. Good morning, Coach.
Good morning, Mark. How you doing?
Doing fine. Congratulations on the nice win over Elon, 31-6 opener. Back on the road again this Saturday. But let's open up, talk about the victory over the Phoenix. We'll start taking questions, talk about the Academy.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, we certainly we're excited to represent the Big South Conference against the guys up at Elon, and grateful that we played a little better the second half and were able to make some adjustments and get some things going. It felt like it was going to be a similar game to what we had here, last year, a low-scoring game, 3-3 a half, and kind of filling each other out. We had made some mistakes offensively on our part, had some negative plays, and it was a defensive battle, and we're able to get a few things going. We came out pretty quick in the third quarter, and were able to move the ball around and got a little life in our football team and got moving some. So very, very pleased to go on the road and get a win for our school and our conference against a different conference. So a good start for us there. Certainly, as we came back and watched the video, we enjoyed the good plays, and the negative plays we're working on right now to try to get corrected so that we'll have a better opportunity as we move forward. We had some guys, as you said, that had some good days, did some really good things, and at the same time, each and every individual and position group has some specific things that we need to correct quickly if we're going to be able to continue to have positive things happen for our football team. So a lot of work to do. Grateful for the win on the road. We need to prove that we can play on the road and stay focused. And I was pleased, Mark, that it looked like we put the things around us as a team aside and focused more on our football team to try to get things done than we've done in the past on the road. I'm hoping that's a good sign for our future, and we need to continue to grow. Playing on the road, we still have 2 of the next 3 away from Bowling Springs, so we got to keep fighting a good fight and try to do well on the road. This coming week, headed to Cullowhee to play the Catamounts. Coach Spear has done an outstanding job, in my opinion, with that program since his arrival 4 or 5 years ago. I've had a chance to watch him on film since the first year he was there, and he's really matured and grown his football team. I think it's evident the way they played last year. A lot of the guys that he had brought in his first year, I think, graduated. They were 7-4 last year. They lost to Texas A&M, University of Tennessee, University of Tennessee Chattanooga, who was the champ, and Citadel, who we know about because Jamie and the guys beat them down at their place in the playoffs. So he's built the program up where it's a conference contender in the Southern Conference. And I think even though he graduated some guys that had played for him, when I look at the depth chart, he has built depth. He's proven that his recruiting's paying off. And, it's a big, lean football team that I think has really good team speed. And they got some very dangerous players in specific spots from their quarterback, the young quarterback that they say they're going to play, to preseason offensive player of the year, and their running back, and some big receivers. So I think he's built a good, solid football team. It will be a great challenge for us, and we really need to improve this week in a lot of areas if we're going to challenge this group and try to win the football game up there.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. This time we'll take questions for Gardner-Webb head coach Carroll McCray. To ask a question, please press *1 on your phone at any time, or click the Q&A link near the top of your browser. Click raise hand if you join us to the web. Coach, while we wait for a question to come in, get some good standouts in addition to Tyrell Maxwell, but Khalil Lewis, 109 yards, rushing touchdown. Talk about his performance, some of the things.
Well, certainly pleased to see Khalil come on. We didn't, I think, we didn't establish a real strong runner last year, that could take us and get some first downs and move the chains. We had to lean heavily on Tyrell as far as being a runner, and we wanted to develop some running backs that would help us move the chains. Khalil had a real good summer, and he had a good August camp, and I think it proved that his hard work paid off. I thought our line played a little bit better up front and gave him some things that he could do, but then he took advantage of showing how hard he worked and broke some tackles, and I thought he was tough between the tackles, got his pads down and made some first downs when we really needed it. So we're pleased with his progress. We're certainly going to need him to continue to work and move forward, and we need some other backs to come on. That's probably, coming out of the ball game, Elijah Perry, a young man, got a little dinged up. I think he's questionable for this week. And you can get thin at running back so quick that we need to continue to develop guys in that backfield that can be a complement to Tyrell in our run game. I think that's going to be the key to us having success this year. So pleased with Khalil, and I hope he can prove to be steady at that and continue to show he'd be a tough runner for us in short yardage as we go through the season.
And on the other side of the ball, Kenyatta Dunbar, nice performance for you. Let's back. His play this past weekend as well.
I really thought during camp that both our inside linebackers, Kenyatta and Jeffrey Bakis, being in their third year, we threw them into action as true freshmen. And then last year they had to play a secondary role because our seniors came back from injuries. And I thought they showed a lot of maturity during August camp. We saw a big difference in them, both those young men in the summer. And, they've got good speed. They've thickened up a little bit. They're a little bit stronger than they were. And I think their work has paid off as well. Kenyatta had a good day. Elon made a good run at us in the third or fourth quarter, I think, and we're throwing the ball very, very effectively. And Kenyatta stepped in front of a deep ball on a pretty long yardage play and picked one off and gave the ball back to the offense. We finished the game. So he did have a good day, and when we need those guys, that's kind of part of that front five that we need to get better as we go because we lost a lot of manpower there, and we're certainly pleased with our two inside linebackers as we started the season.
All right, my final question for you, the old adage, from week 1 to week 2, but anything more specific that you're looking for your group going into week on an improvement standpoint?
Yeah, I'm looking for consistency. Certainly, we stalled ourselves. We had two huge penalties inside the 5-yard line on two different occasions that really will prove to be a demise for us. We had two turnovers that, if we're sloppy with the football this week, we won't be able to do anything. And so I'm looking for more consistency offensively, and see if our kids will adjust on the run. We did a little better job of that this past week offensively, and we need to continue to do that. We had good special teams play this past week, but we will really be tested with their return game. They have some dynamic guys. I think we have to step it up on special teams and be a little more focused on what we see in front of us. And then thirdly, defensively, this is a team that really likes to throw the deep ball. Very athletic quarterback. We got to keep him in the pocket, but when he throws it, I think we got to make sure we do a little better job on the back end. Playing the deep ball, we're going to be challenged with some really big guys. So it'll be a day's work for us. We have specifics that we have to get better at to represent our school in Big South in a positive way. So a lot of work to be done today, tomorrow, and Thursday.
All right. Well, Coach, that's going to be all the questions we have for you, but thanks for joining us. Good luck Saturday at West.
Thank you, Mark. Good luck to all the Big South teams. We look forward to talking to you next week.
Sounds good. Thank you, Coach.
All right. Okay, bye-bye.